So you saw Admiral Cooper come on and dress for the first time. I always thought he was in theater. He says he's just his second visit over to the Middle East. Then we saw, of course, General Kane and Secretary of War Pete Hegseth address an update, which is we are just right in the middle of a ceasefire right now. But we're just arming up, ready to go should we have to jump in again.
Yeah, he said what we've been saying all morning. You can do it the nice way, or you can take the hard way. And he urged the new regime to choose wisely, he said, which is to hand over the enriched uranium so you cannot make a nuclear bomb, open up the strait, and because we have annihilated their economy, we've annihilated their ships, their missiles, their air force, and taken out their leadership. So you would think that they would be willing. Their economy, 180% inflation rate right now. It was 40% in January when everyone was protesting.
Speaking of the Strait, Ainsley, we learned from that press conference that they haven't had to do any of the interdictions. It looks like all of those countries are understanding what the United States means, which was they will seize the ships, they will board those ships, and they will use any type of military operation that they need to.
They will take them over 13 ships. They made the wise move to turn around.
But they do have rockets left, no doubt about it, and the Gulf states know that well. Let's bring in Chief National Security Correspondent Jennifer Griffin to break it down. Jennifer, we're in the pause, but it looks like the military has not stopped.
Well, that's right. In fact, what we just heard, Brian, is that they are in the process of rearming, and that ceasefire ends on Tuesday, April 21st, unless the 2-week ceasefire is extended. I think the most interesting thing that we learned from the press conference is that they are taking this blockade, and we learned from General Kane that they had turned back 13 vessels, ships that were heading to Iranian ports or were Iranian vessels of some sort. Those 13 ships had turned back because of the blockade. They have not had to board any of the vessels, but we also learned that they are extending this blockade really in terms of going after any Iranian ships out to the Pacific. And so Admiral Paparo out at Indo-PACOM will be chasing down some of that shadow fleet, those oil tankers that are not flagged but are, in fact, trying to help Iran skirt sanctions. And they're going to be going after those ships aggressively in the Pacific. That is something new that we have not heard before. You mentioned Admiral Cooper and his second trip to the region. He has been down at CENTCOM headquarters in Tampa, sort of quarterbacking this whole effort for the last month or 6 weeks or so. And so it would not be normal for the CENTCOM commander to be over in the Middle East. Tampa is set up to be the kind of headquarters to bring all of the efforts, air, sea, and Army together. I think what is interesting, it's the first time that Admiral Cooper has been up to the Pentagon since the war started. Not a lot of details about what comes next, but I think the Secretary spent most of the time addressing the Iranian leadership. It's clear that intensive negotiations are going on right now, or talks about talks. The concern, I think, here in Washington is that the Iranians will just try to play for time. And I think the message today is that the U.S. military is rearming and will be ready if the ceasefire falls apart. Brian?
Jennifer, can you put into perspective, though, as it relates to those ships that they turned around and they're waiting for them, how much of an impact Iran not getting those ships, the financial impact that it's going to have on the Iranian regime?
Well, it's a good question, Lawrence. I think from what we've been talking to experts, it's going to have a very significant effect. In fact, the Iranian economy is really on the verge of collapse. And if you take away the shipping, the oil tankers, there were 9 oil tankers, I think, that were turned back. Those oil tankers are normally leaving the Karg Island and that area on a daily basis, and that's how they make their money. We spoke to one expert who said that if this goes on 2 weeks longer, that the oil capacity, if they can't get the oil out of those ports, we saw this in Venezuela, if they can't get it out of those ports, they'll have to turn off their kind of oil pipeline, and that backs up the whole system. And then really you're going to see the economic collapse come rather quickly. So I think the next 2 weeks are rather crucial for the Iranian economy as well as their oil supply.
Definitely. Jennifer, thank you so much.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.